Good evening and welcome to this evening's girls JV matchup between the Port Allegany Lady Gators and the Coudersport Lady Falcons. So starting for the Gators this evening are number 2, Bria Wilcox, number 4, Sophia Binkowski, number 3, Bria Philhart, number 14, Molly Barber, number 9, Jaden Mahan, and number 8, Caitlin Callenborn. Tonight's libero will be number 22, Addie Taylor. And looks like the Gators are going to have the first serve tonight, so Molly Barber is back to serve. Trying to catch the Coudersport starters here. I'll give those to you in a minute. Barber's first serve is over the net. Good play by Bria Philhart there, and Caitlin Callenborn with a kill. Falcons keep that alive. And that kill attempt by Bria Wilcox is a bit long. So serving now for the Falcons is number 39, Haley Haynes. And that's a nice job there by Bria Wilcox. Joining Haynes in the starting lineup for the Falcons is number 31, Jennifer Sherry. Number 20, Savannah Watson. Number 13, Jasmine Driscoll. Number 23, Rebecca Lehman. As that ball deflects off the Gators and the Falcons will get the point. And number 10, Reagan Taylor, is the 6th starter. Libero tonight for Coudersport is number 3, Ava Gensel. Serving for the Falcons is Taylor. Gators keep that alive and Barber gets it over. Gators feed Binkowski. And that attempt by Steffi Buxton rolls over the net. And the Falcons get another point. So, of course, Steffi Buxton probably sounds familiar, as her dad is the former superintendent of Coudersport. And I saw Mr. Buxton in attendance tonight. Nice attempt there by Mahan, but Gensel was there for the Falcons, and that return by the Gators goes out of bounds as the Falcons now have a 4-1 lead. The Gators look to Binkowski. She tips it over. Barber with the sneak attack, but the Falcons are there. And that's going to be a miss hit for Taylor. So the Gators will get the serve back. And it's going to be Bria Wilcox back to serve. That serve hits the net, so the Falcons will get it back. And Sherry re-enters the game for the Falcons. That serve is long by Lehman. As Lehman will come out. And Gensel heads back in. So Kendra Ayers in the game, gets the serve for the Gators. Mahan's attempt hit the ceiling, but Barber was there to return that. And a nice block there from Mahan as Sherry tried to get it over, and the Gators have closed it to 5-4. Driscoll gets that over for the Falcons. Gators go to Philhart. That's deflected by Driscoll. Gators try Philhart again. She tips that one over. And that kill by Buxton goes down the line for a Falcon point. They'll get the serve back. And Driscoll at the service line. That serve is short as Kallenborn re-enters the game. Mahan with the ace for the Gators, as they've knotted the score at 6. Falcons get that one back across the net. Good play there by the Gators, who get it over. And they'll take the first lead tonight. That serve from Mahan is strong. Taylor will re-enter. And another sub here for the Falcons, as Watson is going to re-enter to serve. Gators get it up. And Kallenborn went for the fake, but Philhart thought she was going to hit it. So the Falcons will get that serve back. Barber gets that one to Philhart, who gets it over. Falcons try to set Taylor, but that catches the net. Philhart serving for the Gators, as Taylor is unable to get that one over as well. Gators feed Kallenborn. She tips that over to the back row. Falcons are able to get it over. And Philhart from the back row is just a bit short. So that knots the match at 9. Sherry with a serve that the Gators get back over. Gators go to Bria Wilcox, and she gets the point on the kill. Minkowski's going to re-enter as Molly Barber heads back to serve. That ball's tipped across by Haynes. As the Gators go to Minkowski, who takes advantage of the net as it rolls down and drops in for a point. Good serve there by Barber that was right on the line as the Falcons get it back across. Barber tips that one over. Falcons try to feed Lehman, but that one's short. Falcons go to Taylor. Gators are there, and they feed Wilcox again. And the Falcons let that go as it's a bit long. So the Falcons will get the serve back, and it'll be Haynes once again at the service line. Kallenborn tips that one over. Falcons go to Lehman, and perfectly placed by Lehman as it drops in the middle of 4 Gators. And the Falcons have now closed it to 1. Wilcox bumps that one over. Falcons go to Taylor. Wilcox is able, or I'm sorry, Philhart's able to get that back across. And that time it was Wilcox who just clears the net. And the Falcons are unable to control it, so the Gators will get the serve back. Jaden Mahan re-enters, front row for the Gators. Addie Taylor with a serve. And Gensel's unable to get that back across. Taylor again, the Falcons were yelling out, but they're going to take advantage of it as it drops just over the net for a point. And another sub here for the Falcons as Buxton's going to return to the lineup. Gators get that over to Benkowski, who gets it deep. And Gensel from the back row with the lefty kill. And Coach Tyler Burr is going to take a timeout here as the Gators now lead 14-13. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Both teams return to the court. Taylor gets her serve over. Gators go to Mahan, and that's a bit strong as the Falcons have now tied it up at 14. And that ball doesn't quite make it over the net for the Gators. So Taylor will get another service point. Benkowski gets that one over. Falcons go to Driscoll. And Mahan tips that over, but the Falcons are there. And Gensel's going to get that back across as Mahan tips it back. And that deflects off of Taylor for a point. So the Gators has once again tied it up at 15. And Bria Wilcox will be serving. And that's an ace for Wilcox. Good carry there from Gensel, but Mahan puts it right back for the kill. Another nice serve by Wilcox. As the Gators somehow get that over off Jaden Mahan's face. Gators go back to Philhart, and her kill down the line is in. That'll make it 18-15 for the Lady Gator JV team. Falcons go to Buxton, and that goes outside the line. Falcons back to Buxton. She goes across court, and she's going to get the kill. Sherry checks back in for the Falcons. And Gensel will be back to serve. Barber tips that over for the point. Kendra Ayers is going to re-enter to serve for the Gators. And that's not going to make it. Ayers with a miss hit. So the Falcons will get it back. Driscoll's going to check out here. As we have a new sub here for the Falcons. Olivia Dunn is going to enter to serve. And that catches the top of the net as Addie Taylor was already in the process of diving for it. Callenborn will re-enter, and Jaden Mahan will be back to serve with the Gators leading 21-17. Falcons go to Buxton, and that's going to deflect off the Gators out of bounds. So Taylor will re-enter, and Driscoll's going to re-enter as well. And Watson re-enters also. Watson's going to be serving. Gators get that one up to Callenborn, but she had to try to avoid the net and wasn't able to control it. Gators feed this one to Callenborn. She goes with a two-hand tip. Falcons get it to Taylor. And Callenborn's try hits the ceiling. So that'll get the ball back to Watson for the serve for the Falcons. Barber tips that one over. Falcons keep it alive. And that's going to be a point for Haynes as she goes to the back row. And the Falcons have tied it once again at 21. Callenborn tips that one over. Falcons go to Taylor. Gators go back to Callenborn. And the Falcons go back to Taylor. That's a miss hit by Taylor. So the Gators will retake the lead, and Bria Philhart's going to be serving. Haynes gets that one over. As Callenborn returns the favor, but she's going to be called for a carry. So the Falcons will have the ball tied at 22, and it's going to be Jenny Sherry serving. And that's an ace for Sherry. Barber gets that one up to Wilcox. Falcons go to Taylor. Gators get it up to Callenborn, who is not able to get it over the net. And Coach Burr is going to take his last time out as the Gators trail 24-22. So both teams return to the court with the Falcons serving for game point. And that drops on the Gators side of the net, and the Falcons take game one, 25-22. So we'll be back for game two in 3 minutes. All right, both teams back on the court here, ready for game two. Falcons have their same starting lineup in there. The Gators have made some substitutions. In the game for the first time tonight is number 6, Aubrey Butler, number 11, Eliza Milliron, and number 5, Piper Babcock. Gators feed Babcock. That attempt is just short. So Haynes will get the service point as the Falcons take the early lead. And that serve by Haynes catches the net, so the Gators will get the ball. And Molly Barber will lead off for the Lady Gators. Falcons go to Lehman, and that attempt is going to be long. So the Gators will take their first lead in game 2. And Haynes is going to be called for a carry on that one. That serve catches the net, so the Falcons will get the ball back as Buxton's going to re-enter the match. And Taylor's going to be back to serve. Gators feed Milliron. Her attempt is short. So the Falcons have tied it up at 3. Milliron gets that one across. Falcons go to Buxton, and her attempt is short. Number 19, Chloe Hepner, enters the lineup for the Gators as Milliron heads back to serve. We seem to have some confusion on the court as the officials were clarifying that substitution. And that serve is short, so Falcons will rotate Gensel back to serve as Sherry re-enters the lineup. Set clears the net. Driscoll's going to get the kill. Gators are unable to return that serve as it heads up into the crowd. So Gensel will serve once again, now leading 6-4. That's an ace for Gensel. As we have another substitution here for the Gators, as number 18, Kyra Tankersley, is going to enter the game. And the Gators are going to be called out of rotation. So that'll be another point for Coudersport. And Gators unable to control that one, as the Falcons have now taken a 9-4 lead. Gensel with the lefty serve. And Barber gets that one over. Falcons go to Hines. And that return by the Gators is wide. Gators get it up to Wilcox. Falcons are there for that return though, as Buxom tips it over. She's going to be called for a carry. So the Gators will get it back, now trailing 10-5. And Piper Babcock will be back to serve. That serves a bit short. So the Falcons are going to bring Dunn back in here. And Dunn will be serving again. And that serve's going to be long. So Wilcox back to the service line. And that's an ace for Bria as it deflects off a Dunn. Another nice serve there for Bria Wilcox as she's going to get back-to-back aces. Gensel gets that one over for the Falcons. And Tankerley's try is just a bit short, as Watson's going to re-enter. And Watson's going to be serving. And that's an ace for Watson. That serves a bit short. So the Gators are going to rotate here, and Tankerley's going to be serving. Falcons are unable to return that, so Tankersley gets the ace. Falcons go to Sherry. That's a bit strong. Just missed the back line. So Tankersley runs off a couple of service points. And that one drops right on the line for an ace for Tankersley. Make that two aces in a row for Tankersley. And Coudersport's going to call a timeout here. Try to regroup. Haynes with a nice tip there for the Falcons, as Kendra Ayers is going to re-enter for the Gators, and Lehman's going to come back in for the Falcons with Jenny Sherry back to serve. that's an ace for Sherry. So a good timeout there from Coach Baker, as the Falcons have now ran off 2 straight points to take the lead. Gators go to Butler. Her attempt is a bit short. Gators feed Milliron. And Taylor tips that over for the Falcons. The Gators are unable to control it. So the Falcon lead grows to 4. Milliron tips that over for the Gators. Falcons go to Lehman. That's blocked by Milliron. Gators will get the point and the ball back as Gensel re-enters for Coudersport. And Aubrey Butler will be back to serve. Haynes will now have the serve for the Falcons, as Driscoll's going to re-enter the lineup. And that's served short. So the ball goes back to the Gators. And looks like it's going to be Molly Barber at the service line. Gensel gets that one back across. And Lehman's going to get the kill as the Gator return floated over the net to the Falcon side. Buxton re-enters the lineup. And Taylor with the serve. Barber tips that one over, but Gensel's there. And Lehman's going to get another kill as she finds an open area in the Gator defense. New substitution here for the Lady Falcons as number 25 Alexis Risser enters the game. Barber tips that one over. Gators feed Wilcox, who bumps it over. Falcons go to Risser, and she's going to get her point on her first swing. Falcons now have a 21-15 lead as Taylor's still serving. And that one catches the top of the net and bounces back, so the Gators will get the ball back as Tankersley re-enters. And Eliza Milliron is going to be back to serve. And there's an ace for Eliza. And Falcons are unable to return that serve from Milliron. So the Gators have closed it to 21-18. And another ace. And Coach Baker's going to take a timeout here to talk things over. So just a little reminiscing, you may remember that many of the Northern Potter parents used to play for me when I coached Northern Potter. Coach Baker is a former Northern Potter basketball player who is relocated to Coudersport now. So Jillian was actually a former babysitter for me as well. Little knowledge you needed to know. So both teams back on the court. Eliza Milliron still serving for the Gators as they now trail 21-19. And that serve locked Gensel up. She wasn't quite sure which way to go. And Eliza Milliron's going to get another ace. And Gensel's attempt is again short, so the Gators have tied it up here in game 2. And Buxton's going to check back in for Risser. And that serve from Milliron catches the top of the net, so Eliza ran off several points in a row there. But the Falcons are going to get the serve back. And it's going to be Gensel with the lefty serve here for the Falcons. And that ball catches the ceiling and bounces out of range for the Gators. Going to be short for the Gators as well. So the Falcons now have match point. And once again, it'll be Gensel with the serve. Gators feed Wilcox, who gets it over. Falcons go to Buxton. And that drops for game point. So the Lady Falcons take game 2, 25-21, and sweep the match versus the JV Gators. So as always, we're going to have about a 20 to 25 minute break here between matches as varsity teams will flip the coin and both will have their warm-up periods. So we'll be back for the varsity game right around 7 o'clock tonight. All right, welcome back as we prepare for tonight's varsity contest between the Coudersport Lady Falcons and your Lady Gators. We'll quickly turn it over to the public address announcer here as we prepare for the national anthem and tonight's starting lineups. Okay, so we have the starting lineups here for both teams. Once again, I'll read these off for you in case you were unable to make that out. Starting for the young Lady Falcons are number 7, Caitlin Gensel. Number 11, Lainey Steinmaker. Number 12, Reagan Miller. Number 21, Lila Rohr. Number 22, Ella Wallers. Number 30, Delaney Wallers. And the libero, number 5, Madison Geibel. As you may have heard, the Lady Falcons do not have a senior on the court as they start 4 sophomores and 2 juniors. For the Gators, one change in tonight's lineup. Jenna Renner is unavailable this evening due to an injury, so her spot in the starting lineup is going to be taken by number 10, Gianna Glasgow. And Addie Taylor is going to immediately fill in for Glasgow here, as the Falcons will have the first serve tonight. Falcons come into tonight 8-2 on the season. Both those losses came in the Northern Tier, one to your Lady Gators and the other to the Otto Elder Lady Terrors. Gators come in at a record of 12-0, of course undefeated in the Northern Tier League, and also coming off a second in-season tournament win this past Saturday as they hosted their inaugural tournament here in Port Allegany. So we'll start off with Ella Waller serving for Coudersport. And the Gators will feed Lily Lehmeyer, and she'll open the match with a kill. So with Renner out tonight, I would expect a heavy dose of Lily Lehmeyer. And the Gators may also look to go to a couple other options that they haven't used much this season. Falcons are going to feed Gensel, who gets it over. Gators go right back to Lily Lehmeyer, and she's going to have her second kill. If you watched Saturday, you saw the Gators working on some different offensive sets. So maybe they were aware that they have to try a few different things today. And that's going to be a carry on the Falcons as the Gators take a quick 3-0 lead. Falcons get that one to Miller, who tips it over. Gators go to Maddie Eric with a 2-hand tip to the back corner. So nice play there by Maddie as she caught the Falcons sneaking in for the kill attempt. And another ace for Isla. Well, I say another ace, her first ace. 4 straight service points, however. Falcons get that one up to Gensel. Her attempt is wide. And Coudersport's going to take a quick timeout here as the Gators have opened up a 6-0 lead to start the night. The Gators did sweep the Falcons a few weeks ago, first time around the Northern Tier League. I'm going to pull up the camera and see if Elijah's got her head in the middle of it. All right, both teams return to the court here. Once again, Isla Lehmeyer is at the service line for the Gators. Falcons look to get that one to Delaney Wallers. And Delaney's going to get a kill, as the Gators are unable to control that. And Delaney will head back to serve. Maddie Eric bumps that one over for the Gators. Falcons go to Miller. She tries to go across court. And Gators are going to be called for a double hit there. So another point for the Falcons. Gators go to Lily Lehmeyer on the off wing, and she gets another kill. And Lily will head straight back to serve as Gianna Glasgow is going to re-enter the game. Lily's serve is just long. So the Falcons with their first substitution. As Roar is going to come back in. And Isla Lehmeyer is going to bump that over for the Gators. As Lainey Stuymaker tries to get the kill, but her attempt is long. So the Gators will get the serve back with Peyton Gordon. Gordon with a nice serve, but Geibel's able to get that up for the Falcons. Evans bumps that over for the Gators. As the Falcons set it to Gensel, but that hits the net. So Gordon with her first service point of the night, and the Gators take a 9-3 lead. Evans with a kill on that return. As the Falcon receive, bounced back over the net and hung in the air for Evans. Stuymaker tries to bump that one over, that's short. And that serve by Gordon catches the top of the net as Tessa Rendos is going to make her first appearance tonight. And Gensel will head back to serve for the Falcons. Gators get it up to Maddie Eric. She bumps it over. Falcons feed Delaney Wallers. That's deflected by Evans. Glasgow gets it back over. And Roar tried to get that over for the Falcons, but the Gators are able to control it as they go to Stuymaker. And that deflects off Evans' hand and drops in for the point. So Gensel will rotate back here for the Falcons to serve as they trail 11-5. Lehmeyer tips that over, but the Falcons are there. Gators go to Evans. Falcons are able to receive that. Stuymaker with another attempt, and she goes to the off wing for the kill. What a play there by Lily Lehmeyer. She plays it off the ceiling and gets it over the net. Gators go to Eric. Eric's kill is deflected by Roar. Wallers from the back row. Nice diving save by Maddie Eric, and Evans goes to the back corner for the kill. Good play all around there by the Gators. As Kendra Bell is going to enter the lineup here to serve, with the Gators leading 12-6. That ball floats in the air as Isla Lehmeyer tries to get a kill, but the Falcons get it back over. Gators go to Evans again. That bounces off the ceiling, but Roar is unable to get it back over the net. So service point for Kendra Bell. Falcons go to Stuymaker. Falcons are unable to get that return back over the net. So another point for Bell. And the Gators now lead 14-6. Nice serve there by Bell right down the line. The Falcons do keep it alive, but unable to get it back over the net. Falcons are able to return that one. And Rohr tips it over to the Gators defense for a point for the Falcons. Laney Steinmaker is going to head back to serve as Matty Eric returns to the Gator lineup. Gators get that up to Glasgow. She goes to the back corner, and that deflects off the backboard for a point. Glasgow will get credit for the kill. And Addie Taylor is going to come in to serve for Glasgow. Falcons feed Delaney Wallers. Gators get that up to Lily Lehmeyer. That's deflected at the net. Falcons keep it alive. Evans deflects that kill attempt by Rohr. Gators go back to Lily with a left-handed tip. Falcons back to Delaney Wallers. Gators go to Evans. And Evans with another kill that deflects off a Steinmaker. So that'll make it 17-7 in favor of the Lady Gators. Perfect placement there by Ella Wallers as that drops in for the point. Miller re-enters for the Falcons. And it looks like Geibel is going to be back to serve. Geibel, one of two juniors on the court for the Falcons. Gators get that ball up for Lily Lehmeyer. And that deflects off the Falcons out of bounds, so Lily will get credit for the kill as Gordon re-enters, and Bryn Evans will be back to serve. Falcons go to Miller for the kill. So all the way back around for the Falcons is Ella Wallers back to serve again. Gators get that one up for Lily Lehmeyer. And again, that deflects off the Falcons and drops for a kill. And Isla will rotate back to serve. Miller gets that back across the net as the Gators go to Lily again. And that is just wide. Lily tried to go cross court and didn't quite get enough downward angle on it. So Delaney Wallers back to serve for the Falcons. Gators get this one up. Lily bumps it over. Falcons look for Miller. And Miller goes with a short bump. Nobody home for the Gators. Gators feed Lily on the off wing this time. That's a little bit of a miss hit, so the Falcons are able to play it. Miller's going to be called for the carry on that one as she had to reach to try to gain control. And Lily Lehmeyer will be back to serve. Falcons go to Steinmaker. That's going to be long. So Gators now lead 21-11. Falcons go to Gensel. Gators feed it up to Maddie Eric. And that's going to be long. I think the Gators were looking for a deflection there, but I don't think it caught any of the Falcons. And Miller will be back to serve for the Falcons. Nice play there by Gianna Glasgow to keep it alive. Miller gets that back over for the Falcons. Gators go to Peyton Gordon, and Gordon's going to get the kill. As Geibel returns to the lineup, and Gordon will be back to serve here for the Gators. Steinmaker tips that one over for the Falcons. Gators are going to go to Glasgow. She goes cross court, and again, just a bit wide for the Gators. Rendos will re-enter, as Gensel will be back to serve. Gators go to Evans, and Evans' hit's going to be also long. So Gators are just a bit high on their kills so far. This time, Isla tries to slip it over, and the Falcons are ready for that one. As the quick return gets the ball back. And Gensel now up to 5 service points. Gators feed this one to Maddie Eric. And the official's going to say that's makes contact with the net only. And the Gators will be called for 4 hits. Gators get this one to Evans on the outside. Falcons keep it alive, and Rohr gets it back over. Gators go to Evans in the middle. She goes 2 hands, and that's called just out of bounds. So Gensel's run off quite a few points in a row here for the Falcons as they've closed it to 22-17. Gators go to Lilly in the back row. Falcons get it up to Rohr. And Coach Burr is going to take a timeout here, as the Falcons have scored 8 straight points to make it 22-18. So with our first break here, a quick look ahead to what's upcoming this week on the Gator Network. Jumping ahead till Thursday, we've got a couple of events going on. The girls will be back in action for a volleyball match at Austin Thursday evening. And the Port Allegany junior high football team will be home Thursday evening against Kane. Both of those games start at 6 o'clock. Friday night, the Varsity Gators will be in action at Brookville. Pre-game will start at 6:30 p.m. And then also both Tuesday and Wednesday this week, we'll be carrying Gators varsity soccer action. Tuesday night will be the boys varsity from home, and then Wednesday will be the girls varsity. Gators go to Evans, who tips it over, but the Falcons are there. They try to feed Ella Wallers, and her attempt is short. So the Gators get the ball back, and Kendra Bell will be back to serve. And Bell's serve is going to be wide. Maddie Eric will come right back on the court, and Lainey Steinmaker will rotate back to serve for the Falcons. Gators go to Evans. Evans tips it over. And nice play there at the net by the Falcons as they get the point. And they've closed it to 23-20. Falcons go to roar. Gators feed Evans. Evans goes cross court for the kill. And so now the Gators will be serving for game point as Addie Taylor re-enters the lineup for this serve. And Taylor's going to get the ace as the Gators will take game one 25-20. They made it a little more interesting than they wanted to, but the Gators are able to show a little bit of depth there as Jenna Renner is out this evening, and the Gators used their entire bench that first game. So we've got 3 minutes here. We'll be back for game two. Both teams back on the court here for game two. Gators took the first game 25-20. And serving first for the Gators will be Isla Lehmeyer. And that drops just long. Isla got a little too much air under that one. So the Falcons will get the first point, and Ella Wallers will be serving. Gators get this one up to Maddie Eric, who bumps it over. Falcons setter is out as they try to go to Gensel. And Gianna Glasgow quickly re-enters for the Gators as Lily Lehmeyer will be back to serve. Miller tips that over for the Falcons as the set was a little mishit. Glasgow with a kill attempt for the Gators. Falcons are there. That attempt by Delaney Wallers was tipped by Gordon. Glasgow again with a try. And Miller's going to get the kill for the Falcons. as that deflected off a couple of Gators and bounced out of bounds. The official's telling the Gators something. It doesn't seem like they understood what he was trying to tell them. But they're going to go back to Glasgow. And that's going to be long. So Delaney Wallers will get the service point, because the Falcons have jumped out to a 3-1 lead. Gators feed Gordon. Falcons go back to Steinmaker. That bounces off the net and drops for the point. Gators get this one up to Lilly in the back row. That's blocked by Miller. And that serve by Wallers catches the net. So the Gators will get the ball back here, now trailing 5-2, as Peyton Gordon will be serving. And that serve is short. So Rendos will re-enter for the Gators, as Rohr comes back in for the Falcons. We got a quick shoe tying here, holding up matters, as Miller is back to serve for the Lady Falcons. And Miller's serve into the net. So both teams trading serves into the net back and forth, as Kendra Bell will come back in and see if she can improve upon the serving so far here in game 2. And that serve by Kendra is wide. So another switch of the serve. This time Gensel will be back. Gensel gets her serve over. Gators go to Evans, who two-hand tips it over. Falcons get that up for Steinmaker. And Gators are short on that attempt. So Gensel with the first service point in this game in quite a while. In fact, the Gators don't have any service points. Isla flips that one over, but the Falcons are ready, as Ella Wallers has the kill attempt. Gators are ready for that. Gators go back to Evans. Falcons set Rohr, but Maddie Eric is there, and Eric gets it back over. Falcons go to Steinmaker. Nice play there by Lily Lehmeyer. And Ella Wallers tries to tip that, but it's a little short. So Addie Taylor will enter and try to be the first Gator to get a serve over the net here in game 2. And she's done it, as the Falcons try to feed Delaney Wallers from the back row, and that's unsuccessful. So the Gators finally have a service point here in game 2. As Taylor's second serve catches the net and trickles over for an ace, as the Falcons weren't prepared for that. Falcons go to Steinmaker on the off wing. She bumps that over. Isla Lehmeyer's going to be called for a carry on a kill attempt. Not sure what the official saw on that one, but Lainey Steinmaker will be back to serve. And that's going to be long. So Peyton Gordon's going to re-enter here in the front row, as Bryn Evans will be back to serve. Miscommunication there from the Gators. as the return from the Falcons hits the floor. And Geibel's going to be back to serve. Gators get that up for Gordon. Steinmaker's there. Delaney Wallers with another cross-court kill for the Falcons. And that's going to make it 11-7 in favor of the Falcons. Gators go to Lily Lehmeyer. Falcons are able to play that as Steinmaker from the back row is going to be wide. And with a score 11-8, we're all the way back around to Isla Lehmeyer serving again for the Gators. Gordon deflects that one for the Gators, but they're unable to control it. And the serve goes right back to the Falcons. And this will be Ella Wallers back to serve. Gators go opposite to Lily Lehmeyer, who gets one to hit the line finally. And she'll head back to serve as Gianna Glasgow re-enters the match. That one hangs in the air. The Gators go back to Peyton Gordon. It's tipped by Miller at the net. Falcons go to Delaney Wallers, again deflected by Gordon. Gordon's kill attempt is blocked by Miller, and the Gators' attempt hits the ceiling. So Delaney Wallers will now rotate back to serve. Gators get this one up for Gordon. And that's deflected out of bounds by Miller, so Gordon will get that kill, and Gordon will head back to the service line. That serve catches the net. So Rundas back in the game for the Gators. Rohr returns for the Falcons. And neither team can get much going here in game two. Miller's serve is going to be way long. So again, the Gators get the serve back as Geibel re-enters and Kendra Bell comes in to head to the serve. And that serve is wide. So the ball comes back over for Gensel, as we're now at a 15-11 Coudersport lead. Gensel's serve hits the net as well, but the Gators get it over. The Gators are going to feed Evans. And he's going to call a carry there. Again, not sure what the official's seeing on that, but the Falcons will get the serve back. Gators go to Gianna. Falcons try Steinmaker. Gators go back to Evans. That deflects off a player in the ceiling and gets back over as the Falcons go to Glasgow. Steinmaker with a two-handed tip. Isla Lehmeyer gets the kill. So the Gators are going to get the ball back. Addie Taylor in to serve. Falcons get that one up for Steinmaker, who bumps it over. That hangs in the air. Rohr tried to kill it, but was unable to make solid contact as Lily Lehmeyer goes left-handed for another kill. And Addie Taylor has been the only Gator to successfully serve in this game so far. She gets another one over that hangs in the air. Evans is going to keep that on the Gator side as they go to Lily Lehmeyer. As that kill deflects off of Delaney Wallers. And the Gators are going to get another point as they've closed it now to 16-14. So while we have another break here, let's take another run through of what to expect from the Gator Network this week. Tomorrow night, the boys varsity soccer team will be hosting Ridgeway at 4 o'clock. We'll also have the Gator Football Weekly Rewind show that'll be published on our Facebook page. On Wednesday, the girls varsity soccer team will be hosting St. Mary's at 4:30. Thursday, the girls varsity and JV volleyball teams will be at Austin starting at 6 o'clock. And the junior high football team will be hosting Kane also at 6 o'clock. Both of those games will be broadcast on the Gator Network. And then finally on Friday, the varsity football team will be at Brookville. Pre-game show starting at 6:30. And I'm just being told that the varsity game on Friday starts at 7:10, assuming some kind of pre-game activity going on in Brookville, homecoming or senior night. And another kill from Lily Lehmeyer drops in as we return to action. So the Gators have found a little success here feeding Lily Lehmeyer from the strong side, and Addie Taylor getting her serves across. That serve from Addie drops in for her second ace of the game, and the Gators have tied this up at 16. Another nice serve there by Taylor that Geibel makes a nice play to get under. Isla Lehmeyer tips that one over for the Gators. Falcons go to Steinmaker, and her attempt is short. So the Gators have finally taken the lead here in game 2. And another ace for Taylor as the Falcons step out of the way and let that one hit the court. Another good serve from Taylor. The Falcons get this one up in the air, and Steinmaker gets it over. Gators are going to feed Lily Lehmeyer. Good play there by Delaney Wallers, but Evans is there for the kill. And that one catches the line as well for Addie Taylor. So Addie Taylor has taken over this game. She's run off 8 straight service points, including 3 aces. And the Gators have taken a 4-point lead. Taylor tries to go cross court there, and her serve finally catches the net. But a great job there by Addie Taylor to get the Gators back in the lead here. Lainey Steinmaker will be serving for the Falcons. Gators get this one up to Lily Lehmeyer, and that is just out of bounds. So Lily tried to go cross court there, and she was a little short. Steinmaker gets it. Gators go reverse to Evans. Little miss hit there. Falcons are able to play. Geibel tries to play that one, and she hits it into the net, so the Gators will get it back with Evans heading back to serve and Peyton Gordon re-entering the front line. Falcons get this one to Delaney Wallers. Gators get it up to Lily Lehmeyer. That deflects off the net and drops for another kill. So Lily up to 5 kills in the second game after 5 kills in the first game. That serve from Evans gets returned all the way back across the net as the Gators go to Lily Lehmeyer again. Great play there by Miller. And Wallers bumps it over. Gators go to Peyton Gordon. Another nice play by Miller, but Gordon's there for the block on Wallers. Evans gets an ace as the Falcons again let it hit the court and it catches the line. So Evans now serving for game point as the Gators lead 24-18. And Evans goes for the back corner and gets another ace. So great placement there by Bryn Evans as the Gators are going to take game 2, 25-18. And once again, we'll have a 3-minute break here before we come back for the third game of the match. Okay, looks like we're ready here for game 3. Both teams have returned to the court. Hopefully both teams improve on that game 2 showing, as neither team could get a serve over the net for the longest time until Addie Taylor got hot for the Gators. Falcons will start out with a serve here in game 3, and it'll be Ella Wallers back at the service line. Gators are going to feed Lily Lehmeyer, and she's going to start off with a kill. As that deflected off of Steinmaker and caught the back wall. And Isla Lehmeyer will be back to serve for the Gators. Wallers feeds Miller. That deflects off the net, and Peyton Gordon is going to get called for a carry on that one. That one was probably a good call as she redirected that across the net. Delaney Waller's back to serve for the Falcons. Isla's going to feed Gordon again, and Gordon's going to get the kill. So Glasgow will re-enter as Lily Lehmeyer is back to serve. Delaney Wallers with a kill from the back row as Glasgow gets a hit. Another nice play with Wallers, but nobody home for the Falcons. Falcons go to Miller. That's going to be long, as Miller tried to adjust to that set mid-air and was unable to get anything solid on it. Falcons go to Miller in the middle, and that was a good placement by Miller as she's going to get the kill. And she'll head back to serve as Rohr re-enters the game. Gators feed Gordon again, and another kill right down the middle for Peyton. Beautiful set there by Isla. As Geibel re-enters for the Falcons. Falcons go to Steinmaker. She tries to bump it over, but the Falcons are there, or the Gators are there. Falcons go back to Steinmaker. Nice play there by Lily Lehmeyer to get it back up in the air. Falcons try the other side. Gators go back to Glasgow. And Lily Lehmeyer gets it back over. Steinmaker again. Gators are going to feed Evans in the middle. And she goes with a two-hand tip to the back corner. So Gordon will be back to serve for the Gators, now leading 6-2. Falcons do get that one back across the net. Gators are going to go to Evans. Falcons go to Rohr. Glasgow tries the deep corner, but that's a bit long. So Rundas will re-enter. As the Falcons have a new player in here to serve. That's going to be 24, Avery Reimel. And Evans with the kill for the Gators, as that ball hung in the air. So Maddie Eric's going to stay in to serve here for the Gators as they lead 7-3. And Eric's serve is going to be called just long. Looked like it might have caught the line, but the line judge had it out. So Steinmaker will be back to serve for the Falcons. Gators feed Evans again. She goes cross court, and Evans with another kill. And Addie Taylor will come back in to serve for the Gators. And Falcons got a little lost on that one, and that attempt goes out of bounds, so Taylor will get another service point. Falcons go to Delaney Wallers. That's going to be long. And the official's going to say it was tipped and deflected out of bounds. The Gators are stunned by that call. They're not sure who tipped it, but the Falcons will get the ball back, and it's going to be Geibel serving. Her serve rolls over. Bryn Evans goes back to the back corner again for another kill. So Evans will earn the serve on that one as Gordon re-enters. Falcons do get that one over. And Addie Taylor is going to get it over for the Gators. The Falcons put it right back. Gators go to Lily Lehmeyer, and that's deflected and a kill for Lily. Gators are going to feed Lily again, and that's going to deflect off the ceiling, and Lily will get credit for another kill. And the Falcons are going to take a quick timeout here as they now trail 12-5 in the third game, with the Gators leading 2-0. Evans again with a serve. Falcons feed this one to Miller. That deflects off Isla Lehmeyer and out of bounds. So Miller will get credit for the kill. And Ella Wallers is going to be back to serve. Gordon's going to tip that one over for the Gators. Falcons will go back to Delaney Wallers. It's deflected at the net. Isla's going to get that up. Lily will get it over. And Gators will get the point as Lily's bump was short. And the Falcons' return shot right under the net. So Isla Lehmeyer back to serve for the Gators, now leading 13-6. And the Falcons get that one over. Gators feed Gordon. That's blocked by Miller, but the Gators keep it alive. And Miller's going to be called in the net. So the Gators will get that point. And the Falcons are going to sub here. And we're going to check new player in the lineup. Looks like number 19, Lydia Husan, is going to enter the game. And the Gators go right at Lydia, but she's able to keep it alive, and the Falcons get it over. Isla tips that one over. Delaney Waller's attempt is long. So the Gators will now take a 15-6 lead. And there's an ace for Isla. And my apologies to Lydia. Her last name is pronounced Husson. Isla Lehmeyer again. Falcons get that up in the air as Delaney Wallers is blocked by Lily Lehmeyer. And Falcons got away with a double hit there, but doesn't matter as the ball drops to the court. And the Falcons are going to make another quick substitution here as they lead, or they trail 18-6. Again, a new entry into the lineup here for the Falcons. That's going to be number 9. Kinder Billings. So as Billings enters, the serve from the Gators goes wide. And the Falcons aren't sure who's serving. Looks like it's going to be Billings. Gators get that one up to Lilly. That's blocked by Miller, but the Gators keep it alive. They go to Gordon. Back to Miller for the Falcons, and Miller's going to get the kill. So Miller's been all the offense for the Falcons this game, as she has 3 kills. And they have the first service point of game 2 from Billings. Gators feed Gordon again. Falcons get that alive, up to Husson. And that deflects off Matt Eric and drops in for a kill for Husson. Isla gets that up to Maddie Eric, and that deflects out of bounds off Rohr, so Maddie Eric will get the kill. And the Gators will get the serve back with Lily Lehmeyer, leading 19-9. And that's an ace for Lily, as the Falcons are unable to return that one. Falcons go to Husson, who tips it over, and nobody home for the Falcons. And Miller's going to be back to serve. Gators feed Lily from the back row, and nobody home for the Falcons as they let that one hit the court. And Peyton Gordon will be serving now with the Gators leading 21-10. Ella Wallers gets that over for the Falcons. Gators go to Maddie Eric. Rohr with a piece of that, as that attempt by the Falcons catches the out-of-bounds stake. And Gordon's serve is long. Rendos is going to re-enter. And Kendra Bell is going to come in for the Gators, with Reimel back to serve for the Falcons. That serve is going to be wide. So once again, the Gators get the serve back. This time it's going to be Maddie Eric. Falcons get that over as the Gators feed Glasgow. Ella Wallers gets it over as the Gators go to Kendra Bell. Deflected by Rohr. Gators get it back to the Falcons. Back to Rohr. Gators get it to Isla Lehmeyer, who gets it over. And Rohr's going to get the kill, as the Gators weren't sure who was setting who there. But Husson's going to be back to serve for the Falcons as they trail 23-12. Gators go to Bell. Bell's going to take the net down with her. And Husson will get the service point. Gators feed Glasgow. And the Falcons' attempt is wide. So Addie Taylor is going to re-enter the lineup here, and she's going to be serving for match point. Falcons do get that back over. Lily Lehmeyer with the attempt, but the Falcons keep that alive. Back to Lily. Another nice play by Husson. Falcons go to Billings. Gators try Lily one more time. She goes left-handed, but the Falcons are ready. One more time to Lily. And Lily's going to get that kill off of Myers. That's her 5th kill of the game. Lily's going to finish with 15 kills tonight, 3 kills in each game. And the Gators are going to take the 3rd and deciding game 25-13. So good effort by the Gators, as they were a little short-handed tonight, but came back from a challenging game 2 to sweep the match. And the Gators will be back in action on Thursday night from Austin. We'll see you then, and go Gators.